Hey YouTube, what's up? This is the DIY Dad Cody here. Starting a project. It's a CK530 backhoe rebuild. I've seen a few videos online on this. People comment. Few and far between. Initial issue that presented itself was I had an injector that I thought was bad and leaking. I had started having some runaway problems. Fortunately, I was able to stop it before it blew up or anything like that, cutting gas and sealing the intake, which I might add is very dangerous. If you are not sure what you're doing, like I do, I would highly recommend not doing that. I've heard horror stories of people's shirts getting sucked in. I don't know if that's true or not, but fortunately, I was able to cut the fuel and just cover it with a cloth that I had there and a can that I had for putting hydraulic oil in, and could stop it and shut it down. Was able to start up for short periods of time and move it to where I could get my other tractor around it and pull parts off. So fortunately, I didn't have too much damage there and didn't have any blow up or anything like that. So right now I just have it in the garage. I'm going to do some videos a little bit each day, just the kind of key things that I'm hitting and coming across. Highly interested in anybody that has any experience doing this sort of thing and tips and things to make it easier. Maybe things to look out for as I'm tearing into this. I am not super mechanically inclined, but I'm intelligent enough to look at a print or look at a service manual and figure things out. But I probably couldn't tear down like a new vehicle and restore it or anything like that. But as far as like old farm equipment, I didn't pay too much for this piece of equipment, so I'm willing to take my chances in trying to rebuild it. As I dug into the injector issue, it ended up not being the injector. I either have a cracked sleeve or a cracked top end on the block. I'm thinking it's probably just the sleeve, the way that it presents itself. I don't see any cracks. It could also be the gasket. The previous owner had rebuilt it and tried to reuse a lot of the parts they had, so it could just be some leak by on a gasket. That would be awesome because that's maybe $100 versus $800. So it would be great to have that happen. Also with this, I'm going to be rebuilding the hydraulic cylinders. I purchased the kits for all the loader and backhoe cylinders end of last year. I did rebuild one of the backhoe cylinders already prior in the fall. I was leaking pretty severely, so I unfortunately don't have that on video, but I'll do a little video on just rebuilding a cylinder so you can kind of see that. There are a number of videos out there on YouTube, but I'll share my experience. And I did purchase some tools that should be here. You'll probably see some other videos of tools that I purchased to make my job a little easier. The right tools make things a lot easier, but unfortunately they're expensive, and I'm trying to do this on the cheap. So this will be video documentation of the journey as I do this, and I'm going to try to upload other farm-related and homesteading type-related videos as time goes on under DIY Dad, possibly if that's taken DIY Dad_Cody. So anytime that you want a question or have something, I'm happy to share. I'm just an average guy trying to save money, teach my kids something in the process, and learn. I'm a lifelong learner, so I'm a firm believer in learning by doing. So as I dig into these projects, I'm going to share what I learn, and happy to hear comments, suggestions, and to answer any questions you might have. I'm not an expert by any means, but if we can share and come to some kind of understanding together, that's great. I think that's what YouTube is all about in a lot of cases. So look forward to catching up as I progress through the build. Thanks.